Everybody, Steph from the Hot Moon Podcast. So, should Laker fans be excited that Luka Doncic is finally taking his weight and conditioning seriously, right? Finally, he woke up. Maybe he realizes that, you know what, LeBron James is going to be on his way out, okay? And, you know, if he has one, if next season is going to be LeBron James' last season, I mean, why not take advantage of that? Why not come in best shape possible and give yourself a chance to try to squeak in and win a title? Now, I don't think that's going to happen. I think that, you know, seeing how these playoffs have shaped up and seeing how well the Lakers had matched up against OKC, this probably was LeBron James' best chance at winning the championship, right? And unfortunately, that's obviously not the case. But I mean, look, this is pictures from his IG. I'm sure people have been seeing this and saying how he's looking slim and stuff like that. Cool, right? Good. I think it's a good sign. Okay. However, you know, it is the off season where you have time to, you know, focus on your diet. Can he maintain this throughout the regular season though? Right? Will this help him have better weight on his knees, his lower extremities? You know what I'm saying? Losing less weight will help his back out some. You know, I mean, every little thing that you can do to be in your best shape possible, especially on a team like the Los Angeles Lakers, where there's not like, look, the fans don't want to hear about weight. Okay, you're playing for one of the more premier franchises in the NBA. You know, you're in Hollywood. Okay, the Laker fans expect to have the best product on the court. Now, I'm not saying Luka was garbage offensively. Okay, but his defense was bad. All right, I mean, I think if he's losing his weight, getting slimmer, okay, this can help tremendously with him playing off the ball at times when he's not having the ball in his hands. All right, when he doesn't have the ball in his hands, he's useless on the offensive side. Okay, and let's not talk about defense. Okay, no one's expecting Luka Doncic to be some elite defender, but damn, can you give some effort? You know, can you even look? People cook Austin Reeves for not being a good defender, but you can't knock him that he's not trying, right? We don't see that with Luka at all. Every time like he's missing defensive assignments, he's always pointing at the other guy to catch his man, right? That has to stop. You know, we heard JJ Redick at the end of the season saying that guys weren't in, you know, championship shape or whatever it was, right? Well, yeah, he's talking about mainly Luka Doncic, okay? And for Luka Doncic, I mean, this is. I have a couple theories here, you know what I'm saying, but this was like an inflection point in his career, right? I like LeBron James leaving eventually because he will leave. I mean, you can't have Luka looking like how he looked last season and think that guy is going to be able to carry an NBA team, yet alone the Los Angeles Lakers, to heights that they expect to be in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not going to be all on Luka. They still have to, you know, flesh out the roster with whatever they can do. Okay. You know, because the whole talk is they're needing another big and all that stuff and increase their size down low. But a good sign, though. Good sign. And also, my thing is that, look, the Dallas Mavericks got Cooper Flag. Okay. Well, I didn't get Cooper Flag, but they have the number one draft pick against all odds, and they have a chance. A great, well, not chance, but it seems like they're going to go ahead and draft Cooper Flag. Okay, cool. All right. Cooper Flag was 18. He'll be 19 coming to next season. Okay. 6'9", mobile, can play defense. Okay. What is he great at? And particularly, we will find out. He's good at a lot of things. Okay. But we don't know what his actual bread and butter is. And maybe that'll take time to figure out what that will be. But in terms of his competitiveness and willing to play defense, and he's already, you know, in shape, because Luka was in shape, but, you know, he kind of tailed off when he first started in Dallas. So for Cooper Flag, I don't think Cooper Flag is going to get big and get fat for the Dallas Mavericks, right? Dallas Maverick fans can they're still upset not having Luka, but I think having a very good prospect coming out of Duke in Cooper Flag could quell a lot of the noise for them, and also just kind of get some heat off of Nico Harrison, the president or GM of basketball operations, back, right? So you don't want to be outshined about Cooper Flag, you know, looking good and moving around and playing defense, and then, you know, you validate why the Dallas Mavericks traded you away. You know what I'm saying? So for Luka Doncic, for his sake, knowing that LeBron James is on the back nine, or if not the last few holes of his career, and you are the guy they traded for, and you come into this season. I'm not this season, but you didn't look your best, okay, in shape wise, and you were horrendous on defense, okay. And then when it came for you being on offense, the lack of mobility. I'm not saying that Luka's always going to be playing off the ball, but at times when you don't have the ball, you know what I'm saying? Are you moving the offense? Are you creating motion in the offense, right? Okay, that's what we want to see. Luka Doncic, right? I think Luka Doncic is a top 5 player in the NBA. Okay, these playoffs was not a good showcasing because we saw outside of scoring, we saw a lot of deficiency in his game that you could make the cases tied to his weight and him being lazy. So Laker fans don't want to see that. They don't want to talk about lazy effort and lazy diet and all that stuff. No, like if you're really all about winning, okay, and want to be the best version of yourself, right? Like a slim Luka. Okay, because he's still going to be stocky, but a trimmed down Luka and a mobile Luka, it could be very dangerous, right? And maybe it could mask a lot of the problems Lakers had simply because of him being more involved on the offensive side when he doesn't have the ball in his hands and also showing more defensive effort. Man, I don't know, man. I'm going to be glass half full. I'm not going to pile on Luka for this. I think this is always a good start. You always want to see a player make improvements. Okay, he's still fairly young. He's 26 years old. Okay, he's still he's entering the prime, if not at the beginning of the prime of his career. And he's making the pivot change, and you hope that this can last. Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think about this and his weight change. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.